Right, this is up, boys and girls. It is now time for the Carabao Cup final. Hello everybody and welcome back, and yes, we are back because we are in the in the next round of the Euro Cup, and the draws are just about to happen. If I take you through the last couple of games then, after that 5-0 demolition of Celtic in the Europa League first leg, we went on to beat Brighton 1-0, Liam Hughes after 12 minutes, and then the return leg against Celtic was a 3-0. It was just a formality, and Samuel Iglesias scored 2 blinders. First one he took from his own half, and he just went on a run and just slotted it in past the goalkeeper very, very coolly as well. And then we were treated to another goal by him as well. Pietro getting the one in between, and then this superb shot outside the box. Plenty of composure, and then just lofts it into the corner. Look at that. And that's what you'd probably expect from a wonder kid. 3-0, 8-0 on aggregate, which leads us on to the draw for today. Yeah, and we got Burnley, which is straight afterwards, and then we got the Carabao Cup to contend with. As now we're knocked out the FA Cup. Let's see if we can win another piece of silverware. We've got the Charity Shield already. Let's see if we can get another one this season, shall we? So going into the draw then, a lot of teams have gone through. There's Milan, Valencia, Juventus, Real Sociedad, and Napoli as well. I'm not sure who would want out of that lot, to be perfectly honest. Probably, I don't know, Real Sociedad. Even Juventus I'd go for, although they are starting to find a little bit of form now as well. Lyon possibly. I want to avoid Barcelona, Milan, Valencia, and Napoli, I think. So let's draw the first team. Barcelona, let's avoid them. Good, that's one big team going out, which is nice. And then ourselves, who do we fancy here? Juventus, we still could play Juventus though. Let's have a look. It's Lyon, so one of the teams we did want, and we'll just carry on through this as well. I think the semi-finals are to be drawn as well, as we must respond to something else as well. But yeah, Bolton, Lyon. So that is the quarterfinals lineups. Let's have a look for the draw for the semi-final then. Right, okay. I'm not sure which way it goes really. Draw next team. Right, to Valencia or Juventus will play Barcelona or Milan. We will avoid them, and we possibly have got the easier passage through, I feel. If we beat Lyon, we have the chance of beating Napoli as well, and I think we'll do all right, I reckon. Just before we jump into the Burnley game, just the situation at the top of the table, there has been a few results going through. Man City beat Arsenal. Huge result that one is. More so for Man City really, but it does mean that Arsenal do not escape further away from ourselves. Liverpool lose to United 1-0, and Tottenham draw with Chelsea. So massive games there where the teams have dropped against each other. So if we go with a win, we will end up in 4th position, ahead of Tottenham and ahead of Liverpool, and more important, we will get ourselves a 10-point gap over Chelsea. Right then, the team, Young is in goal. We've got Carlos, Montero, Didi and Vasquez at the back. We've got a lot of tied players, so we've had to move them around a little bit. Thankfully, we have got a large enough squad. Wakefield is going to play the anchor role. O'Reilly and Biscuits are in the centre. We've got Arnold on the right-hand side, whom we have just sold to PAOK, I think it is, for 8.5 up to about 10.5 million. So he'll be with us to the end of the season, and then he'll be going. We're not really using him. And to be quite honest, Antonello can play there as well. So between him, Maldini, Hughes, there's just too many players that could play in that position. So I think we could have afforded to let him go and then just look for somebody else that probably slightly better on the right hand side. And Antonello is going to play up front. We're going to give Pietro a little bit of a break, but he is on the bench, so he can come on. We've got Rabi, Williams, Clotti, and Pat. A lot of good players on the bench, which is awfully nice. Right, straight in the change room. Let's do this for the fans. Let's get ourselves back on track, and let's get ourselves into a Champions League spot. I mean, that would be truly amazing, as we're coming out of is it Turf Moor at Burnley, and already Hughes has picked up an injury straight away, and that doesn't look good. Right, we have the ball now with Arnold nicking in on there just in front of his man there, racing on goal as a shot, and he's probably saying, this is what you're going to be missing, boss. This is what you're missing. And to be honest, I didn't really want to let him go, but I think the money wise it'll be quite convenient for us. Right, 35 minutes gone, not really raising an eyebrow here. Burnley have just had the first shot on goal, hence the goal kick, I reckon. Did he in there? Wakefield all the way wide to Vasquez. Vasquez has got plenty of room down this left hand side. All he has to do is cross it. It's in there. It's a bullet header from Arnold, and well, we're going to miss him, aren't we? So good cross and a good bullet header as well. Arnold, son, well played. You've served the club very well indeed, and that's could put us up in a Champions League spot. But we'll see, as Burnley probably have other ideas. Sarr's just running with it, and Newman has his shot blocked, which is good. Corner ball. Newman with the cross. Let's get it away. Very good. It's back in, and another block. We're very good at blocking, but he's got on his own. Cross coming back post, and that's a header, and that's just wide. It had the goalkeeper stretching. Right, half time. Keep it like this. We're quite good at keeping 1-0s. Excellent effort, guys. Let's go again. And I'm going to say get a little bit more creative this time as Burnley come at us. Spicket with the cross. We do header it, but it's a volley. It's back of the net. Theo Hernandez. It's a good goal straight after the restart, and that's not great. It's not great. It could be an opportunity to get into 4th spot, and instead we might end up staying in 6th. It's a header out, but not very far, and nobody picked him up. And Young blindsided, I think. Right, Burnley with another chance, opportunity as another shot, but did he panics and then smashes it up front? But Antonello is just nowhere near it at the minute. He's chasing down the no, he's not. Butland now he's egging the young striker on him. We're looking for a mistake. Is there going to be a mistake? Could this be a mistake? No, it's lobbed back up. We're under it. And Vasquez wins it. Rabi this time. We has got the young man in front. He's in the goal. Oh, just unfortunate. Not quite there. Right, we're coming up to with about half an hour to go. Just over. And we are looking pretty good though. Back post not quite getting there, but we should be able to pick that up. Wakefield out wide to Vasquez. And this is much better. Vasquez finding a lot of room down that left hand side. Cross. And it's there. Back of the net. Antonello gets his 2nd goal of the season. And he's proven to be very, very good indeed. And, well, as long as he keeps scoring and playing, it doesn't really matter. Him and Pietro are going to form quite a partnership. He's got a lot to learn, although at 20 years old, we can't complain. His value is only going to go up. Probably not as good as Kylian, which we could do with really having a look how well he is doing. And see if he's still at Real Madrid. We've got a lot of tired players out there. We want to make a change at some point. Montero plays it up to Ampadu and Biscuits. Montero's probably not realising he's having that much game time really, but to be honest, he kind of fits the bill perfectly. But into Montello, I tell you what, he's almost in though. A cute angle. I was quite surprised if he did get that one in. To be fair, but all the same, fantastic effort. Racing up to about 10 minutes to go. We've got the Carabao Cup final coming right up. So all these players looking to impress. And I'm not sure who to bring in. We could just rest them. Williams can come in for Carlos. Maybe we're probably thinking rest one of these two guys here in the middle. Biscuits isn't playing so well, so we change him and Wakefield around. There we go. Simple. Wakefield can play up there, which is handy. Very handy. So if he doesn't play in the defence or defensive, then he can play actually in midfield. And if we come away with 3 points here, it'd be huge. Huge it will, as it is. It's coming up to that, and that is it. Burnley 1, Bolton 2, and that is a massive, massive victory away from home, no less, as well. As we continue our fine form against the lower teams, we are 4th in the table. We are now 4 points behind Arsenal with 8 games to go. It's looking very rosy for us altogether. We're 12 points behind Man United now, but I don't think there's any chance of catching them then. But you never know. But we're ahead of Liverpool and Tottenham and Chelsea. I mean, this is huge. Absolutely massive for us. But we're going to turn our attention to the Carabao Cup final. He's out for 3 weeks. Pulled ankle ligaments. That's not great news at all. And there's confirmation of Hughes being out for the Carabao Cup final. I don't believe it. We have got other players in there that should be back fit for us now. So we're going to race across over to that after I've rested the players for a day. And then we'll see you in the final. Another visit to Wembley. Hopefully we'll continue our fine form at Wembley after winning in the FA Cup in last year's final. Maybe we might win in this year's final of the Carabao Cup. There is a little bit of a change, so Bartoli's going to remain in goal for the Carabao Cup. He's been in it all the way through, so there's no reason to not include him in this game. Carlos, Montero, Didi and Vasquez at the back. We've got Ampadu in the centre, just behind Iglesias and McNally. Iglesias, hopefully he's going to perform. 2 goals and assists to his name already. The Wonder Kid is just pretty darn good. Arnold is on the right hand side. Jaws is on the left hand side. Not a familiar lineup at all. We have got Rabbi, but he is under 90% fit. So yeah, that's why he's not playing. And O'Reilly's same situation. We have got Antonello on the bench with Williams, Colotti and Biscuits. And for the first time probably we've got a goalkeeper on the bench as well. And then Pietro up front. Fulham are going to be playing the same sort of formation, hopefully. They're probably hoping they're going to go toe to toe with us, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Straight into the tunnel, send the assistant, and let's start this final then. The Carabao Cup final is up and away. Right, half an hour gone. Nothing's at all happening here. We have got the possession, a couple of shots, but that is about it. So it's racing away. I'm hoping it's not going to go to penalties. Oh, there is a chance for Fulham, and back post. It's just gone over the bar. Do we need to passionately say it's time to dig in and get everybody left? We deserve to win this match. Let's go and do it. You weren't that bad, but you can improve. Okay, now we're cooking on gas. A little bit better. And I'm going to turn around and say demand a little bit more. I think we can demand more from these guys because they can do it. Again, they're probably thinking about Europe, and I don't want them to think about Europe at this stage. Vasquez on the run. He's going down that left-hand side. Plays it into Iglesias, who we found out in the last game he's pretty good. Right, McNally, Arnold, Carlos once again. Cross comes in into the middle. Nobody getting there though. As Carlos wins that ball back, and then he gives it away stupidly. What a poor ball. Wins it back and then forgets where he was. More to the point though, he forgot which shirt we're actually playing in. It's yellow, Carlos. It's yellow. That's a very, very good stop by Bartoli. Wonderful stop. And that's what you want from your goalkeeper. Concentration. Goldring with another corner and a great catch as well. He's determined not to concede a goal. Although if we went to penalties, I think we would win. Let's get creative. Half an hour to go. Nothing really seems to be happening. We are missing some of our vital players, but I think we are going to start bringing them in as well. As we get that one away after hitting the crossbar, but not very far. But Vasquez does win the ball back though. 20 minutes to go. It's time to make a couple of substitutions. I think Arnold's just not having it. Rabbi, we're going to bring him in regardless whether he's tired or not. He's in. And Riley as well. He's going to play. He could play. I don't want to take Iglesias off because I might bring McNally off. And there is a chance we'll bring Biscuits in as well. Right, we'll play that. See if there's just a change of personnel. See if that'll do anything. And demand a little bit more as well. It's been quite a boring game though, to be honest. For a final, it's not been great. Vasquez has the ball. He's going to pump it up. And Pietro's on goal. Oh, what a poor effort. What a poor effort. He's disgusted with himself there. And I am going to try something else because Jaws hasn't really been doing anything either. So Rabbi's going to go on that left-hand side. And I'm going to bring in Antonello. Yeah, quite bold, isn't it? Let's see what he can do on the right-hand side. I don't really want him playing there because he is a forward. But we'll see. As it's going to... Can we nick it right at the end? Yes! It's in! Oh, it's offside. You're joking. Matt Riley scores. It's not in. It's disallowed. And I'm going to have a close... No, they're not even going to let us have a look at it because they know they're wrong. We've been robbed. Right at the death. They've done it. They've just literally handed us a goal and given it away. Wow. Okay. A lot of players offside there. Wow. I'm not It goes into extra time though, thankfully. So we do have the opportunity of another another substitution, do we or do we not? I'm thinking of bringing biscuits in. We do have that opportunity, and we have taken it. Changing rooms. Okay, it's pretty much up for grabs. Let's go for it. Extra time. Can we get another effort? Just right at the death. We thought we won it as Fulham come up the back post, and Demir misses it. Is this going to go to penalty? Penalties I'm quite confident at, because we got Bartoli in goal, because he can stop penalties. He can. Pietro says shot. Oh, he's cannon against the bar. Rabi wins it back. Vasquez in the middle. Pietro back in at the goalkeeper. Danny in goal. Good couple of minutes there where we had a lot of possession and a few chances as well. Right, another chance maybe coming to our way if we can break them down earlier on, as Pulissard comes forward. We don't get a tackle on him. Tired legs out there, I'm imagining, as he back heels it to Kroll. Mazzari. And they're having a little bit of space there. Laird on the right hand side, hoping to do one over us. And that's a fantastic stop. A brilliant stop. Coming up to the halfway stage in the extra time, as we're trying to defend a corner. We do get that one away as well, as we're racing out to try and get it. Oh, why did you stop running? He gave it you almost, as the player all the way back, and that's half time. Montero plays it all the way back to Botelli, who then finds Didi, who's being very solid at the back. Vasquez loses it, who hasn't been solid. He was up to that point. We try and win the ball there, not quite, as that's just whistled wide. It had Botelli in all sorts of trouble there. Can we go a little bit attacking? Maybe should we go attacking, try and win this before penalties? But you know what? I'm quite confident. Iglesias holds it up. Go on, son. Oh, don't play it back. You had the chance. Oh, what are you doing? Why play that all the way back? Biscuits. Montero. Into Biscuits once more. I've got a horrible feeling we're going to lose the ball here. That's very well played. Vasquez again. He's done it to me again. Can't tell. Fulham are coming searching of this winner as well, as that was almost a wayward pass as Unde comes forward, and that's an own goal. Montero. Oh my word! What would Vasquez do? Once it's an own goal as well. Oh, we've got 10 minutes to try and save this. I mean, he didn't even look. What were you thinking? And that's down to Vasquez as well. Push forward. Can we win this game? Come on. We don't win the game, and that's down to Vasquez. Vasquez is going. I've made my mind up. I'm selling him. I'm not playing him again now. He's done too much. That's just too much. We had the opportunity of silverware there. Look, thankfully, we may not need this cup to get into Europe, but even so, that is a 1-0 loss in the final. I'm just absolutely gutted. I can't believe that. Absolutely gut-wrenching. Own goal, 113th minute. Penalties, I think we would have won it. But the fact that we couldn't beat them was unbelievable. Fulham probably deserved to win it, maybe. They're lying in 8th position as well, and they are somewhat quite far behind as well. 18 points. It's just, I'm absolutely gutted for the lads. Absolutely gutted. Man City win again against West Ham. Thought we could have had another final win there. Wasn't to be. We were on top of it as well. Look at that. Bolton received 58,000. Wow, is that all? The Brazilian manager was at this looking at Carlos. So what we'll do, we'll come back for the Europa League quarter-final first and second leg. We'll play the Swansea game in between time, but we'll come back for an all quarter-final leg game against Lyon. Who knows, we could find ourselves in another semi-final if winning that one. So if you enjoyed that, despite the loss in the Carabao Cup final, but we did beat Burnley, and we have got ourselves a good chance of getting into the Europa League Cup final now as well. So once again, if you enjoyed that, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more new to the channel, please subscribe. And until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.